Joining us now from Underhill, Vermont, the sister-in-law of Captain Richard Phillips, Leah Caggio. Leah, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your family holding up?
We're holding up. It's been a long day.
I can imagine.
And night.
How is the captain's wife, your sister Andrea, doing?
She's doing okay as well. You know, we have our moments.
What is the last that you've heard from or about Captain Phillips?
Andrew received a call this morning that Richard and the 3 pirates in the lifeboat were able to receive some food and water from the ship, apparently. And I understand the naval ship is nearby, and I believe negotiations may be underway.
Do you have any information about his condition?
Sounds like he's being Richard from what we've been hearing.
Yeah, like how?
He's probably made friends with the guys in the boat.
I bet that's comforting.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard, because such a tale of a hero was emerging this morning, that he basically volunteered himself to be taken hostage so that his crew would be unharmed?
That's Richard. You know, he would just, that's just what he's about, you know? He's concerned for his crew and the ship and everything.
So give me your prediction or your hope as to how this will all finally come to an end.
Well, we hope we hear from him soon. I mean, Andrea hopes to hear from him real soon.
All right. Well, we hope for his safe return, Leah. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Maggie.
Now here's Julie.
All right, thanks, Maggie. Joining us from Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts, Captain Joseph Murphy, father of the ship's chief officer, Shane Murphy. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Julie.
When was the last time you or your daughter-in-law spoke to Shane, and how is he?
Well, my daughter-in-law spoke to Shane the last time was at about noontime yesterday. He called her and advised her that he was safe and that the majority of the members of the crew were safe, and that they were concerned about recovering their captain.
Now, as I understand it, your son Shane is acting as the chief negotiator to try and get the release of Captain Phillips. Is that right?
That's correct.
And do you know how that's going?
At this point, no. We have no communication from the ship at all.
You do know Captain Phillips, though, correct?
Yes. He's obviously a very brave man. He's made a human sacrifice for his crew, the safety of his crew, which is his priority. He's put himself in harm's way to protect the members of his crew. He's in a lifeboat in the middle of the Indian Ocean with 4 pirates. So he's a very disciplined individual. He's dedicated to the safe operation of his vessel, the training of his crew, and obviously the safety.
Absolutely. I understand at the Massachusetts Maritime Academy, where you teach, cadets are trained how to deal with pirates in these types of situations. How are they trained? What are you told to do? How do you handle this situation?
First of all of our tactics are defensive. They're not offensive tactics. We train the students to, wherever possible, avoid the situation. Once the situation has developed, they've been trained in many cases in small arms, and in particular in tactics once persons are on board.
As I understand it, merchant marines are not allowed to be armed. Why not, and should they be?
Well, there are certain protections that are provided for. Certain vessels have armed guard forces on them. The question is whether, if we're going to introduce weapons to a ship, the competence of the crew and their ability to handle those. It requires a tremendous amount of practice and skill. So the question is whether it is an advisable situation or not.
Captain Joseph Murphy, thank you.